What's good with it? It's your girl, Madam Bunny here, chilling with my right hand man.
Jersey the 420 chef. You know what's going down. Man that bounce across the land. See what's in my hand. What time is it, Madam Money? What we got going on right now?
You already know. I just want to welcome everybody to listening Cop Drop. We about to get into all of that. You feel me? We're gonna just start this shit off the right way. I want to get all the bullshit out the way because a lot of bullshit been going on. Now, Young and May dropped the album, Red Flu. I don't know whether to call it an album or EP at this point. Red Flu. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to that.
All right, so I tried to. I ain't gonna
Okay.
disrespect. You know what I mean? I'm always up for like East Coast hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Some East Coast bars, New York, Philly, Jersey. You know what I mean? Wherever I be looking for that. I couldn't do anything with this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do nothing with it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't have any bias against her. Like, no bias against her, because I mean, she could rap. She has had moments where she be spitting bars. But
Mm-hmm.
Dripset was not it. That shit killed me. As soon as I heard, I was like, nah, like, she just need to go
Right.
ahead. And, you know what I mean? She's a very good porn director. You know what I mean? She's awesome at porn directing.
Oh, you've checked out her works,
I've
her
heard,
other records?
listen, on the, you know what I mean, on some other, because you know what I mean, when she fell back off the music, I had to see why she fell back off the music, and she got a very lucrative opportunity with that porn. I ain't gonna lie, like, she know what she doing. So you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy as hell because she has a very lucrative opportunity right here in hip hop. Is she continuously is dropping the ball. Now, when she dropped her debut project, Her Story or whatever have you, that was really like dyke raps. It's no other way to say it. Um, it really is. It really is. And this one right here, it came. This is like every third Thursday in Atlanta, lesbian night trap rap. Now, I don't really get what's going on with her with all of this stuff, and it's crazy because it's letting me down. Because for the females in hip hop, it is very few females that come across in hip hop where their pen is respected,
Right.
and be it that she's one of these artists that niggas respect her pen. Just like you said, that's why I said you said it right in the beginning of this. You know that she writes, and you know that she has these hard bars. I don't know why she's taking this approach. So it really bothered me, and I was thinking about it a lot. Like, let me tell you, just like you said, Drip said that ain't it. Like, I listened to the whole project because I want to see what the fuck was really going on here.
Yeah.
Drip set was trying to be a cheat code to try to get you interested in the project, and even if you liked the Drip set, you didn't like anything else after this project. I'm gonna let I know that shit for a fact. Anybody saying anything different like that, they just trying to stand for the girl, and that's fine or whatever have you. But y'all really need to be coming out here telling her to spit these bars. Now, the problem that I have with Young Ma too, right? Because she is not signed to anybody. She is truly independent in the game, and I'm like, this is one of those prime examples of how independency doesn't work for everybody. If
Mm,
she had somebody really, really like, a label out here pushing for her to have that success that she had off of Ooh and all those other freestyles that she was coming out with and all the stuff like that, I really think that would be putting together better projects. Like,
mm,
I don't even think people like the gay and lesbian community could stand behind this project here. Like, even the bars was just like totally, the bars was so off and whack is like so outside of her style and skill level. I really don't know what's going on here. It's a bunch of niggas around here that's getting high and telling her everything is good and put this shit out, and this shit corny as out. Like, you feel me? She is one of these people that I don't think that independency is working for her.
mm.
Somebody should try to sign her. I know a lot of labels probably have tried to sign her and she turned it down. But if she want to still be successful and
Yeah.
stuff like that, like, okay, no tours is going on now. You can't go out there and sing Ooh 1,000 times. You feel me? That shit is actually faded out. So
Right.
you need another hit on the board. And, like, don't have these niggas out here like losing respect for your pen as a lady in hip hop. I don't even care how you coming across. You feel me? Like, everybody's losing they respect on her pen, and I don't really appreciate that shit. Especially coming from a New York artist, I don't appreciate that shit at all. That shit was trash, like straight up trash. If there's another word I could say for trash, it's that word too. Like, this shit garbage. Like,
Nah,
I don't
yo.
get it. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't really beef for all of that. This shit just ridiculous. But she's somebody I think she should,
She's really
align with
ju
a label,
yeah,
get
or
some better
something.
beats. Like she trying to put niggas on this. The beats was trash. She not putting no money back into her craft, dog. This what I'm saying. Like, so you had all this success, you out here with this money, and you had all these tours and stuff when the shit was hot. You should be able to get with some better producers and people that are really going to produce you, not people happy for the opportunity to just work with you.
Mm.
People that got their name on the line too and don't want you to fuck up their name. This is who she should be working with out here. None of this nonsense that was going on. Shit was ridiculous to me. I can't even. Like, yo, I know. We gonna keep it real here because, like, yo, when I when I gave Jersey the album we was gonna go through, he was like, no, hell no. I told him fake listen to the project. You feel me? This deserves a fake listen just so you can hear what's going on with it. So I'm gonna let like this shit right here. No spins, no replay value, none of that shit. Like not a hot track on there. All right, another fake listen album. You feel me? That I told Jersey to get into. You feel me? Was Gunna's Wanna. No, I know. It's not even an audible song on this album. Like, so there's no songs to discuss here or anything like that. I do want to bring up the fact that Gunna had just put on his live video of him doing whippets. You feel me and stuff like that,
What the
which
fuck was that? Like
that
that's
was
what I'm.
him
No, no,
giving
no. I
live.
know, but no, but I'm saying, what the fuck was that? Like that was the dumbest shit. Like that's the shit that I have a problem with the new generation. Like
Mm,
niggas don't know about whippets. Niggas do not know about whippets like that. You know
no.
what I'm saying? That's old school. You gonna really, you know what I mean? You going from pills now? We going to the whippets? Like y'all really trying to bring that back and get that cracking? And this is what you showing? You know what I mean? Fuck these young niggas. Fuck that nigga Gunna. And I'm saying it right here. He a punk. He pussy. He whack as fuck. Fuck that. That's that weak shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this nigga got his. First of all, his album is a promoted tweet. Like your album,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Let's talk about that. Like your album ass. Your album is garbage, like garbage truck juice, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then you doing this shit, man. Like, get that weak shit to the side, man. Like, he the type of nigga, like, I don't give a fuck how famous he is. He the type of person I would literally slap if I ever saw them in the streets with some real shit. I can't respect that shit, man. It's too
Nah, I
much.
can't. It's crazy as hell because I want to bring up the fact that the platform DJ Booth said that they were not gonna cover his new album because he had showed his illicit drug use and stuff like that. That kind of made me feel, wishy washy with the whole situation. I got personal problems with DJ Booth anyway, like the
Mm,
brand and stuff. I know it's a collective of people. It's people that I know, love, and respect that do work for DJ Booth and stuff
yeah.
like that. But overall, this is something that it's one of these platforms that get all of this attention and stuff like that, and it's not really lining or coming, back to the community in the right way because they're not started by members of the community.
Mm,
But so I'm like, how far do we take it if somebody's out here doing illicit drugs and stuff like that? If that's their drug of choice, let's not be, judgmental either because, like, if somebody's avidly drinking or smoking bud or whatever have you, whatever person's drug of choice is their drug of choice. Being a street nigga, I learned the hardest way. You cannot judge people on their vices. But this is what I want to say to you in this, right? Now, it's a known fact that Gunna is Little Baby's ghostwriter. He's his writer. He's who helped get Little Baby in the game. Now, Little Baby's very successful. A lot of people stand behind him. He has some wicked bars in there. But be it that he stepped into the game with his writer, who is Gunna, like how do you respect, or how do we respect this type of element? Like, okay, you're signed based off of the fact that you wrote for somebody else who got hot, and y'all know that coming together, both of y'all coming together in the game, it's like a double up on the money or whatever have you. But with all these things that go on with ghostwriting, is it acceptable for somebody to step into the game with a writer? Like,
no.
period. Like, we say no, but then guess what? Then we bring up somebody like Easy E. So Easy E stepped into the game with a writer. He says that he has a writer on tracks and stuff like that. And aside from like producers using writers and stuff like that, Dr. Dre, Diddy, and all of that, do we have a problem with ghostwriting in the community if that person that's using a ghostwriter is actually a real nigga? Like if that person is a real nigga, like do we let that slide anywhere? And then like
No, I don't like
shouldn't
because
shouldn't
right,
a
like
lot of people do.
we shouldn't, but you know how the new niggas are. Like you said, this nigga he walked in with a writer, and you know what I mean, the whole situation. Ever since
Hmm.
Drake got it, like ever since the Drake shit like got exposed, everything hip hop is low key been kind of like compromised. You know what I mean, on the mainstream
Facts.
level now. That's why a lot of people are reverting to either underground or independent. Like you know what I mean, you revert to
Hmm.
either one of those two lanes for the real. You know what I mean? You can't get it from the mainstream no more. Like the mainstream is all tapped out. You know what I mean? So nah, it's not acceptable. Like I know when I found out that Easy E didn't write his rhymes, like you know what I'm saying, it was just like word, like you know what I'm saying. And back then
Hmm.
it was a lot harder to put two and two together because you know what I mean, hip hop was just you know what I mean, it was just performed and you know what I mean, we just enjoyed the music. A lot of people wasn't digging and doing the research and knowing who wrote what, this, that, and the third. But
Right.
nowadays it's kind of like you know what I mean, as you can see with the culture, time has progressed to where it's like one of the 10 Commandments, you know what I mean? So
Right.
people are checking to see who wrote what, who produced what, you know what I mean, so on and so forth, you know what I mean? So it really matters. So yeah,
That's what's
it's
up.
not cool. You know what I mean? It's not cool. Like that shit is just not that shit will never fly. Like it's never gonna fly. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why we tolerate it is because of the fact that we know it happens and people are more forthcoming with it. You can
Hmm.
respect somebody that's forthcoming with it. Like Puff said, I don't write rhymes, I write checks.
Puff ain't
Fuck it.
even like that.
Exactly.
Really like,
Exactly.
yo.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But like we know whenever you hear Puff rhyme, like you're just going to listen to the cadence and then try to say, guess that rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Right.
know, so because I mean, what was that? Like for instance, like his album, it was an old album, the Press Play album. This man had Pharoah Monch, T.I., Nas, like he had
Hmm.
everybody. He had an all-star cast of like bars. And I'm talking about like it was some shit. Like the song, it was a matter of fact, the song called The Future. Pharoah Monch wrote that.
Okay. Oh
Jesus
wow.
Christ. I really wish I really wish Pharaoh would have kept that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The only thing terrible about it is, you know, they give him the track to listen to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? To teach him the reference track or whatever, right? This nigga
Reference
Puff really
tracks.
tried
Right.
to do, yeah, he tried to do Pharaoh Monch to the fullest, and it sounds so horrible. It sounds horrible, but the bars and the beat is fire as shit. So yeah, but no, Gunna, no, fuck that shit. Like nah, man.
Right. Just
I
stay
mean,
writing and stuff like that. Stay on the
yeah,
back end of this stuff if you're gonna be doing things like this because it's crazy because people go to Gunna. Gunna has a lot of features with he got a feature with Chris Brown out. He have a whole bunch of things going on. People tend to align themselves with him because they're doing this like back and forth and at the same time between him and little baby dropping working and everything like that. But this right here, I don't know what the fuck. Like it's real apparent you was out there huffing. I don't know. Whip it is huffing, right? It's the same
puffing
shit, right?
all the way. Yeah, they
Yeah,
just, you know what I mean? It's just a
right.
different, they
Soon you
don't have
gonna
that
see
big
Gunna
ass
on the
balloon. Yeah.
soon you gonna see Gunna like on the street corner with a fucking like silver
Paper, the
silver
paper,
around his mouth and shit like that because he
yeah,
gotta go back to
that
getting
paper
that shit out of
bag
spray cans.
and
Like the
spray
fuck is
cans.
wrong with
Jesus
you?
Christ.
They
Niggas
are
don't know.
stupid.
That's like, listen, that's also some other shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
and people like people don't really do drug history like that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, nobody don't understand. So they thinking they doing something and this, that, and the third. Nah, man, like ain't nothing new under the sun, you know what I mean? It ain't what you do.
That's a
It,
pure
you know what I mean? And that's just
fact.
that's weak. Like that sucker shit. I mean, everybody like you got people that talk about it. Like don't get me wrong, everybody raps about it. You know what I mean? And even you even had a moment with Lil Baby where he was like he rap about drugs he don't take. You know what I mean? That was the beginning of my like fuck these niggas campaign. You know what I'm saying? But now
Hmm.
to see a
It's a lot
nigga
of rappers that do that. It's a lot
right.
of rappers that do that.
90% of them. So like for me to see a
Right.
nigga like and see a nigga get on a camera for 8 seconds just to get high, there's probably 10 to 25,000 kids that saw that didn't need to see that and now Googling what the fuck he did on the internet and learning and then sneaking to do it behind their parents' back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's a very accessible thing to do in anybody's household. Like even like right
True.
now, coronavirus, everybody got a spray can full of light, so you sitting there fucking, you will kill yourself, dog. I'm gonna tell you that. You
You
would
feel
kill
me?
yourself real easy fucking around with all of that shit. I remember on the come up when that stuff was coming around, like when those type of things was going on and everything like that. And it was like a no no
Yeah,
because niggas was really out there sniffing glue. Like they was
yeah,
really out there sniffing post office glue and shit like that. And we had a big problem with all of that stuff just on the come up. It was like, dog, what the fuck are you doing? But it's really weird. I just want to bring up that topic of just, writers versus ghost writers, because it seemed like, a ghost writer is supposed to be a ghost writer. They're not supposed to be known and knowingly like on the forefront of writing for artists. And then, we have pure writers that's what they do. They just write for artists. So I
yeah.
want to just kind of, get a little line going in there, but fuck both of them. Fuck all of that.
For
Like
real.
fuck all of them.
Yo,
All
it
right, all
like,
right. Let's get into some fly shit. You feel me? Good. You
thank
see,
you.
Jersey. Now that we got the bullshit out the way, I can feel better. Like I got a weight lifted off my chest. You feel me? Let's get
I'm gonna
into
light the weed
stuff.
back up. I'm gonna light the weed back up.
Light it up. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Do what you gotta do over there and stuff like that. Trust me, I am off of the snickerdoodle cookies sent by the one and only Jersey the 420 up there. So you feel me? Everybody to each their own and stuff. We got something really, really in store for you guys coming up soon regarding all of that. Trust me. So let's get into Styles P, Styles David, Ghost Your Enthusiasm. You feel me? This shit was hard. Like, yo, this was
Super,
so hard. How did you
super.
feel about? Yes. How did you feel about this?
To one of the most consistent men in hip hop ever.
Oh,
Thank you,
crazy.
Styles P. You know what I mean? Like I have never like granted he was always he just always was a thorough one. We always like let's get it clear. We always knew he was like the Goonie of the locks. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was the one that when he spoke, you knew he meant every word he said. He was about that
Right.
accent, like he was super serious. But he was intelligent, you know what I mean? Like not like street intelligent, but wise with life, period. You know what I'm
Wise.
saying? I fuck with Styles P. So then like to be able to like meet him like 3 years ago in LA and bump shake hands with him and then
Mm-hmm.
just start paying attention and seeing his work ethic and how hard he grinds. Like the shit like low key is inspiring. Like that's how, you know what I mean, we started operating and working. Like we started, you know what I mean, doing a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? We got a lot moving in the background, just like you said. But he's just one of the most consistent people from top to bottom, and to be to be a legendary rapper though, to be a legend in the game. Like you went through the golden era, you survived the golden era,
Right.
then all of that. You went to like I remember his E1 music and all that shit. Like he did all of that. He survived 50. Like he's been
Whew.
through it. You feel me?
Right.
It's 2020 and we're still talking about Styles P releasing new music. And this isn't like his first project in like he's had other projects within like the last 6 to 8 months. You know what I'm saying?
Between 2018 to now, he has put out so many high level projects. Even if you want so beloved in there, Dimebag,
Definitely.
G Host,
Yeah, the joint with Burner,
Presidents,
all of that. Yeah.
Presidents, all of these things on there, all of these things are adding up, and it's crazy to say. And I get a lot of flack for what I'm about to say, but it's crazy how, like, here we come in 2020, or you know even a couple years back, and like Styles P is the leader of the locks. Like, I don't care what nobody says. I don't care how you feel. Oh, Jaded's the front man. Jaded's still a voice. Jaded, no, he is not. Jaded is not. If anybody is out here keeping their name alive and their legacy alive, it's Styles P. You feel
Yeah.
me? He's out here putting a crazy amount of work out here. Period. I do want to say, off of this album, I liked Animals with Sheet Luch. She's floating
Yes.
around and stuff. This
I
is
was just
somebody
about
who
to
I
say
wish he
that.
put out more work though. Why is he's always been like that though? And in the past he had joint albums and stuff like that with a couple people and everything like that. Sheet Luch is somebody who needs to right now be capitalizing off of the microwave era in hip hop. You know
Mm.
what I mean? You see your counterparts didn't take that decline where it was like, this 10-year span of all of our golden era rappers and stuff like that really didn't understand how to get into the microwave era, or they
Yeah.
was like really taking a break from holding shit down for 10,
Mhm.
15 years. Like come on, we need a project from you, dog. I ain't even gonna do that. But other tracks on there, California, he was
Yup.
breezing on there. Truth be told, breezing
Yup.
on there. Goat Rider, I liked that too.
Yup.
I do just want to throw a little bit of salt in the game right here, and I want to say Corona Kiss was better than most of Jadakiss's Enigma's album. I just want to say that. Look
I
how
did.
hard he came
Yeah, so foul.
on a voicemail and shit like that. But I actually feel like
That was
that, like, you know what I
hard.
mean?
That was
Um,
hard though. That shit was so. I ain't gonna lie. I was
right.
like, why did you put this here? Like, you could have put this on a song. Like,
He explained he couldn't move around due to coronavirus or whatever have you, but like, yo, that shit was just too
damn.
tough and too on point.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, dog, it's too on point. I don't know how I felt about Styles P just talking to It's the Real on there. I don't know if I'm just having hate in my blood. You feel me?
Mm,
I'm like, there's 1,000 other platforms you could have went to and try to highlight, or try to highlight lesser known platforms, or go to somebody who's really about that and really been with you and really knows what's going on, and try to highlight them on the podcast tip. But
yeah.
other than that, like, I always fuck with Styles. It doesn't
Styles.
even make a difference. It doesn't matter. All right, all right.
Hold on.
So,
I want to throw an extra
oh,
couple
sorry.
songs in there. Yeah.
What's
Noah
up?
and David. I was fucking with Noah and David. That was my shit. You
Who
said
was with
California.
him on that? Like, he was like his brother or some shit. I was
I
like,
think
what?
like I don't even I tried to I was listening to it and I was just like, you know what I mean? I ain't know, but it was nevertheless it was dope. Like I think
It
it probably
was.
was his brother, but like that was it. You said California, truth be told. I'm the shit, backpack rap and ghost vibe, like for sure. Like
This the whole
back
album we just split between the both of us. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, this
that's what I'm
project was
saying. Yeah, yeah. But
high level.
that backpack rap, yes sir. Yes, sir. He
High
was in his
level.
bag with that shit. So yeah, shout out to Styles, you know what I mean? You get the salute
Always
always,
salute.
you know what I mean?
Salute, salute. Support Styles in the fullest. Go to his Farmer for Life
Yeah.
bread and
Yeah,
stuff like
about to
that. Get your
say.
vitamins up. He got things out there for smokers, break up all of that stuff, get you going. I like the vitamins and stuff on there. It's really catered to the fellas and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Go
to
in
our
there. I
community.
tried to
Yeah,
go in there, buy a couple t-shirts. All that shit is sold out though. I was like, what?
yeah, they were. Yeah,
What's
they
going
yeah,
on?
and yeah. I got it. Styles still got that vegan gummy. What's up, holla? You know what I mean? Still got the
Hey
vegan
man,
gummy.
talk to the man. I'm telling you. I'm
Yeah,
telling you. We about to show Styles what you really capable of doing over here. We gonna really get in touch with him once we get down to the nitty and gritty of the other things we got going on.
yes.
But I salute the Styles always. I'm pretty sure we probably see two more projects from him before the year out, and then still see a Locks album. I want to see how Jada and Styles sound on the fucking new Locks album. I want to see who is dusting who off. That ass. I want to see that.
It's so much. I don't even want to talk about it because like this Locks album has to be the truth now. Like for real,
They
for
waited
real.
too long
It like
now.
yeah, but it's so much that's happened. Like real shit. I'm looking. I'm going to look for a Fred the Godson verse on this Locks album. Don't ask me
Okay.
why I'm telling you that. I feel it's going to be one
Look,
that's going to be there.
I'm
Why?
writing that down because I don't know why you told me that. So I'm writing it down so I don't forget it
Yo,
though.
I be
I ain't
having
mad
like
at you.
and you know I be doing this. I have the wildest hot takes out of the blue for no apparent fucking reason. But watch it be right.
let's
Watch.
let's see. Hey man, if that comes to fruition, that would always be dope. But it would just be going on a long list of shit you've always been right about, dog. So you feel me? We gonna get that shit right.
Okay.
All right. Let's step into the next project. 80 blocks from Tiffany's to Pete Rock, Camp Low. You feel me? I'm gonna let you take the floor on this. I already know this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Shout out to Pete Camp Low. The first one that they had was like super successful. You know what I mean? I think that caught a lot of people sleeping because I mean it's Camp Low. Like you know what I mean? A lot of people think Camp Low is too far removed, but when you are a genuine MC and you with that authentic and real hip hop, it'll never leave you. You know what I mean? You
That's
always
a
will
fact.
find a way. You're gonna find your place. You'll find a way to find your place. And Pete Rock, like shout out to Pete Rock. He is another person that's being super fucking consistent, but from a super legendary era though. He comes from the beginning of the essence. Like him and Primo have been holding us down for 40 something.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? So like it's such an appreciation and when like especially about this, I heard about this. I've been hearing about this a long time. Been finding little clips here and there, and shout out to Random Elbows. In our battle, she played a
Right.
track from this and had everybody rocking, and I was pissed because I didn't think she could find it. She found it and played it and like that round she smoked me, and everybody was like,
Ooh,
"What the fuck is this?" And I was like the
right.
only person that knew what it was. I was like, "Yeah, that was like I knew about this a couple months ago." So like, yo,
Oh
like,
no! When I heard Starlight Glitz, I was about to
yep,
say that's when I went crazy in the thing. I was like,
yep,
"Dog, she really pulled it out to join in something like this because this was like an unreleased released single off of this. It was like a
hmm
preview type of thing that was going on and shit like that. I was really surprised to hear that in there. That's why I went
that
bananas
shit is
because like
so
I was like,
hard.
okay, because that was one of those secret things and shit like that. I was like, all right, cool.
That
Yeah,
track was
oh, you know
quaking.
what the
Jesus Christ.
conversation
What?
you
What's
know what
up?
the conversation has now come about with Camp Low? People are really out here scrutinizing their bars, and it's a lot of old heads. We're gonna say old heads, right? It's a
All right.
lot of old heads that are picking their verses and their songs apart and saying how the shit is flying smooth over their head. Like I'm having real live timeline conversations of people calling them some of the most confusing rappers, even though everything is hard. Like even though everything is nice and stuff like that. I really actually went back and listened to Camp Low's discography. I'm still working all of my way through it. But Jersey, I'm gonna point out a couple of things and we're gonna come through here and let the people know what's really good with Kid Low because they're not necessarily wrong neither. They just really have a style of their own that
They talk slick as shit. Like period. Like
crazy.
the crazy
Some
slick
Bronx
talk.
niggas, I don't understand how they talking like that. Like I'm gonna just keep that shit real. Like you know what I mean? They ain't really, you know what I mean, synonymous or like slick talking that's going on up there. But it's fire nonetheless. But I've been really going back in their discography this week, thanks to the timeline. Salute to everybody who talks to us and responds to us on the timeline.
Yeah.
Just based off of these, like y'all been trying to disrespect Camp Low in a nice way though. Everything they do is hot, everything they do is hard, but we still don't understand what they mean by this. We still don't understand what they mean by that. So I'm gonna bring a couple of things alike that I've been working on regarding that. Tracks over here, just like you said Starlight Glitz, Clean Getaway featuring Uncle Murder. I was surprised to see Uncle Murder on it. There's some hard ass features on here too.
Yeah.
Mac Miller is on this record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ab Soul is on this record. No Uniform with MOP is on this record, and all of these is over Pete Rock beats. Like, and the beats are A1.
Quaking.
A1
Quaking.
beats, A1 beats. I did want to give a little backstory about the 80 blocks from Tiffany's period. That was a
Mm.
documentary that came out in 1979, and it had showed the conditions of the South Bronx during that time period and its proximity to the jewelry store Tiffany's, and
Right.
how these things could be like so close in two totally different worlds. But in the same time period and stuff like that. So anybody who really is in the documentaries, you might have missed that because it is an older piece of work. But if you want to know why they're using this or why they used this in their 2013 release, it was based off of a South Bronx documentary from by the same name. So you know what I mean. Salute to them. Now it's good to see like these artists working and stuff like that. It's just like refreshing to get some of these voices back that we actually grew up with, and they're current and speaking current. It doesn't sound old or dated, or you know what I mean. Like
Right.
it's really just current coming in here. So enough respect to them on that note. All right. A couple other things dropped last week. If you're in the Dej Loaf, you could find out that she dropped a little 4 joint EP, whatever. I wasn't really impressed.
Listen, that for I think she's telling a story. She might be telling why she disappeared because that shit. That the titles of those songs.
The
Yeah.
title of those songs is hard, and the content of these songs, like she might have missed the Rico indictment, and a couple niggas died around her. This is what is coming across on here. Like I ain't even go front. When I was sitting here doing, it's a setup, technical file, no passes, rat, as
Rat.
it's so many just called rat. You feel me? If you know what I mean, check it out. She's a singing song type of rapper, melodic raps and stuff like that. Check it out. If you do, when you get to No Passes, let me know how you feel about that because that's my personal favorite off of there. But it ain't really nothing like, you know what I mean. When artists like Daj Loaf put out something, they're supposed to have that same level of intensity like when you first met her off of Try Me, which is a little grimy track. You
Shit.
feel me?
That
But
shit.
be it that she didn't promote anything really on here, I found this out about this just fucking searching around and shit. You feel me? Maybe she wanna just, I don't know. She want her voice to be back heard out there, but but you got to go looking for it. If you're a fan of hers, that's what you gotta go for. All right, all right, all right, all right. So this week, a couple of hard projects dropped and stuff like that. Hard dropped from Joel Ortiz, Crooked Eye. Salute to half of Slaughterhouse out there putting in work. How did you feel about this project?
It's self-titled. It definitely fit. Like, you know what I mean, it's Joel and Crooked. Like, what else can you say? Like, and they are like, I mean, we all know that. You know what I'm saying? Like Slaughterhouse was just, you know what I mean, bar guys. Like, it was just, you know what I mean, bar guys. Period. But you know, we're not even gonna say the light skinned nigga name, that nigga, you know what I mean? But we know what he about. And then, you know, you got the homie Royce, and Royce has been putting out good work, but he's been on the independent level, you know what I'm saying? So to see the group still try to be the group with those two, and especially these two, you know what I mean? It really gave me like a Jada and Styles feel a little bit with them, like working and putting, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Because they had some dope ass
Mm-hmm.
songs, you know what I mean?
It's a
Like,
it's a couple.
yeah, and you know, Joel with them hard bars and Crooked with the wordplay, like they both put out something independently. So to see them come together, I'm fucking with it. Like, you know what I mean? They definitely got a couple songs. Get Your Money, Catching Bodies, and Wolves.
Whoop.
Wolves, yeah, yeah,
Wolves caught me. But first of all, this whole project is not. You feel me? This is one of those things that you to finish. You don't feel no type of way about it. You could definitely listen to
uh,
it just straight up and down. Just like you said, Catching Bodies, Wolves. I like the caddy bump, dog. Like, yo, like you're sitting here riding and
yeah,
stuff on this. It's a couple of hot ass producers that produce some of the works on here.
mm,
Heat Makers is on this. Eric Sermon produced a track on here. Ill Mind. Apollo Brown is on this joint too, and a track by the Justice League as well. So this shit was popping. I do want to say here too that Joel Ortiz, he's taking the lead on this project. Like, he's really rapping on this project. He's
yeah,
taking the lead on this project, and but I like the way he's showing that he has several flows. He has a track that he's spinning real fast on there, and I also like the tracks that have that little West Coast vibe for Crooked.
yeah, yeah,
Joel is showing them what he's showing that he can go into that laid back West Coast vibe too and stuff like
yeah.
that on there. So Joel, he really showed his ass off on this project. That ass. Like, he was the one, and Crooked is always there.
Yeah,
You
that's what I'm
feel me? So
saying. That
so with
wordplay is
Joel, even though
always there.
he was
Yeah,
coming off of, like I said, like, Crooked Eye has put out his last two projects, some of the most impactful, meaningful albums, at least to me, Gravitas and 16th
yeah,
Chapel. Um, Joel Ortiz also put out, one of our top projects for last year with Mondays
yep,
or whatever. So it's like, they've been out here working. So this was really good to see each other, like them just getting together and out there just spitting bars too. Um, I do want to add a little something too, because not often do I watch Joe Budden or his podcast or whatever have you. But since since we talked about the light skinned nigga that ain't doing nothing really in regards to rap,
they rap.
I
Yeah,
want to tell this nigga right here, right now, be careful when you out here telling people that you're in quarantine watching things like Out of Shadows and Fall of Cabal, because even though there's like is some real shit in there, these is all things that's like pro Trump support when you really get into it. Watch what you be saying out there. You feel me? Watch what you be telling these people, because you have a voice that is really curving the people. Like, we know a couple of these things, because I sat and I watched it. I watched it just because I said, what the fuck is this nigga listening to? And when I
right.
sat there and watched it, it's very informational about just the dirty underworld and the real nasty uh people that be out there and doing stuff. Like, it's really like, pedophilia based and all of this and all of
Mm,
that. But towards the end of all of these things is that, oh, Trump is not a part of this because he's not from these government circles, and he's not from all of this, that, and third. But come on, dog, you gotta be real careful what you're out here promoting and what you're telling people to open their minds and expose their minds to. I'd rather
right.
you come out there and try to just say, hey, listen, these is what these dirty, raggedy people are doing, and leave it at that. Don't be trying to guide people and stuff like that. You gotta be real careful, Joe Biden. So, nah,
Word.
fuck you anyway. It's all right. Um, you already fucking know how me and this
Yeah,
nigga
we
is.
don't fuck. Yeah,
It's
Between
crazy as hell.
shout out to Coco because you and Coco be roasting him on the time. Like she hates Joe
Oh,
Budden.
man, so motherfucking what? Let's
Yeah,
go. Let's go. Let's go. She is such an inspiration to me when it
yeah.
comes down to just thoroughly fucking sticking Joe Button's name all through the mud. She is ever vigilant. I've been on her for about
She's the
like 3 or
greatest.
4 years on time.
Yeah,
Every single day she advocates against Joe Button. And she
word.
watches she'll keep me in check too if I try to say anything good about Joe Budden too. So thank you so much. So motherfucking what? Coco, that's our bitch out there.
My
Shout out
nigga.
to New Orleans and shit. Let's go.
Early.
Early. All right. Your boy over at Mutant Academy Fly Anakin dropped a project called The Eights. It is
Yes.
all of his, tracks or was this some unreleased joints on here?
I think
Like
it's not.
no.
It's not. I won't say unreleased. I think they've just been. They were some of his hits and some of his earlier music that he didn't really put out there. Like you know what I mean, not accessible for people to listen to like on streaming
Right.
websites. You know what I mean, like a lot of them. Some of them have been on SoundCloud for a while, and a lot of people had to go to SoundCloud. I know one song that he has on here. Um, he actually had on SoundCloud. And when I found out who he was and I found his music, I played this song so much that when I actually got to like connect with him,
Mm.
I begged him for this song. It was nothing to him, but it was the shit to me. I begged him for the song just so I could be able to play it on repeat, so I didn't have to open my phone. You feel me? And he
I
actually
got you.
he shot me the song. Like that was some big shit. Like that was my guy. Like I sent him a ton of shit. You know what I mean? So that's shout out to the homie. You know what I mean? Fly Anakin. Like
Salute to all the artists that really
yeah,
deal with us off the scene and on the sideline and stuff like
word.
that. You feel me? Be coming up in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's my
Brothers out
guy.
here. Get it.
I wish I'd have got my album autograph, but it didn't come from them. And he still owes me an autograph for some other wax that I got. But
I was about to
yeah,
say, when y'all run across each other, you gonna get that done. Ain't about nothing.
yeah,
But just like you said, these was like earlier works. They was coming from the time period 2015 to 2018. I
right.
just want to stress the fact enough that it was your right hand man, your
Oh,
big homie up
yeah,
here, Jersey the 420 chef, who actually put me on to Fly Anakin and everybody at Mutant Academy when they
yeah.
dropped the 2017 release, Panama. What is that?
Panama Plus, yeah,
Panama Plus. Thank you. You also turned me on to like uh the work that Tsunami is doing over there
yeah,
and got me back into like Concept Jackson and all these people like that. So I
yes,
definitely appreciate you for putting me on like that. I still listen to a Backyard Boogie though on some real shit.
yeah.
Like this is one of
That's
my
that
joints
shit.
from them. You feel me? So I definitely appreciate Jersey. This is when niggas was doing trap live and niggas was just telling me
Yeah,
listen to this, do that. So
the
I definitely
days.
respect Jersey for that. You know, he got this in the bag. But this right here, this was good to listen to. I know we had talked about it on the sideline. The joint Wednesday is on there.
With
There's a couple of
Henny,
other joints
yeah,
on there. Man, shout out to Henny. Shout out to Henny Low. Dead
yeah.
ass.
Sages is
Most certainly.
fire too. He got an album called Sages Out. Please go to Bandcamp, buy it, go
I,
stream it. Like he's the dude. He's that dude too. I fuck with Henny. That's my guy.
I
And
still have to listen to Sages.
yes,
Thanks for the reminder. Most
yes.
certainly. Make sure y'all show y'all support and go listen to Sages.
But yeah, this album has also, like I said, my favorite song, probably one of my favorite songs ever. Brainwashed by him, beat by Twami. If anybody knows this about beats, like Twami has a gang of beat tapes on like Tidal and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
this particular beat was called Chicken. It was called Chicken because there's an actual chicken in the background, which is ill as hell. But this is one of my favorite songs because he has like his every line that he says in that song is pure gold from jump. Insecurity is the highest level of security. Like come on,
Mm-hmm.
man. And he just goes in. So shout out to Anakin, like that, like
Facts.
shout out. Matter of fact, shout out to Richmond, Virginia. It's a lot going on that people just don't know, but they gonna wake up. Richmond has so many dope ass MCs. Shout out to Radio Blitz and what he's doing out there. Like it's a lot. Like listen. Richmond got some shit. They coming. They
They got
coming.
their own little community of artists out there, and it's pushing to the forefront and stuff like that. Definitely, most certainly. So,
Yeah, you know what I
yes,
mean?
big salute, big salute.
Hotbed of hip hop, and like with MCs and producers, you know what I mean? Grey Matter, Obliv, you know what I mean? Psycho Sid, you know what I mean? Like I'm just shout out, yeah, yo, y'all doing y'all thing, so shout out to y'all, you
They're
know what I
doing their
mean?
thing over there.
Word.
Most certainly. Soon we will have a sit down with the Mutant Academy. You know what I mean? Get some
Oh
things in order, get
yeah.
some stuff in the forefront and stuff like that. There's a couple questions I want to ask them about certain things too. And you from they put out some just some fly work their own sound. They don't sound like anybody else. They're not trying to be anybody else. They got their own thing
Yep.
on over there. Even with Twami and shit like that, his beats on these emergency raps and shit like that. They're
Kahuna.
crazy.
Yeah. Shout
So
out to my
you
nigga
know what I mean?
Kahuna too. Yeah, that nigga's doing that.
Yes,
My
most
God.
certainly, most certainly. So thank you guys for putting this out. Just you know what I mean, touch bases back with us coming off of the couple of projects y'all did throw out there this year, and
Hey man.
especially just keeping that line riding with Hollywood and stuff like that. That was coming out, so that came out.
I just played that wax yesterday. The smoke wax.
Oh yeah.
I think yeah. If y'all go on my timeline, y'all see the clip. And the wax is great, like smoke. That's one of the dopest waxes I've ever got. But yeah, I played it. It was the first record I played.
Okay.
I got a turntable for my birthday, and it was the first album I
Okay.
played.
Okay.
So yeah. So yeah. Now
I know
yeah
those
yeah.
vinyls gonna get spin. Don't dirty them up trying to
I
go in
know.
there and
I
fucking
got rice paper.
scratch.
I got rice paper sleeves.
Okay,
So
you know
yeah.
what you doing over there? You feel me? You want to start doing two turntables and a microphone, nigga? Get another turntable. Don't fuck. Don't forget the extra copies of the motherfucking shit, dog. Don't play
Hell
around.
yeah.
So it's all good. It's all good. But big salute to everybody over there at Mutant Academy, most certainly. All right, Jersey. Listen. All
Come
right.
on. Let's
Before
go.
we get into the rest of the album, real quick, Little Yachty dropped Little Boat 3. I don't even know it's 3D joints out here, whatever. But I only want to bring it up real quick because on the track TD, which features ASAP Rocky, Tyler the Creator, and Tierra Whack. Now, yo, she blew like she's playing them in the record. I don't if I was Yachty, I couldn't even have put that out because she's saying I'm rapping with these dudes. She basically called them garbage on wax. It said she was tired and going to sleep. But I really don't understand that. That shit was crazy to me, dog. Crazy verse from Tierra Whack. Salute Philly, salute Tierra Whack. Like, yo, like what are you doing, dog?
She
Crazy.
we first of all, we all knew that she could do this. We've been on Tierra Whack for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And in the midst of all like it, first of all, I don't know how you found this, but when you sent it to me, the fact that you should say she was on there, I needed to see what she was going to say, and then the way I heard the track and everything leading up, I'm like, all right. I started skipping people, but when I heard her voice, yo, she
Crazy.
like her
Slow down, you're
flow.
spinning everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, like she's insane. Like she's insane. She's incredible. Like, oh my God. Like, and I'm just so grateful that I was like, I'm a fan of like producers, and I gotta be like knowing shit. 2.5 years ago, Flying Lotus had a show in Seattle. She
Mm.
opened for him, and that's how I found out who she was. Like, and she aired it like it was her, and then they had like these other DJs. They put her on early. And like when I say she bodied it, like she bodied it. I was just like, who the fuck is Tierra Whack? Like I'm in the show looking on YouTube, finding music immediately. And lo and behold, she blew on her own, and she's been, you know what I mean, she's coming up, she's getting all her accolades. She did a Made in America with Hove. I think she did one of those before, you know what I mean? So shout out to Tierra. She aired that. Like, and appreciate you for finding that, because you know I would have never
Oh,
found that. That's a Little Yachty album. I would have never. That's the only reson to listen to Lil Yachty's album is her verse.
no,
That verse. That's
that's
it.
a fact. It's crazy because I listened to two tracks off of this album. The track after that was "Pardon Me" with Future, and like I was busy, so the shit just started playing after I heard that shit. I don't know why. I don't know why Future thinks that like he's out here. He's trying to rap so hard. He doesn't sound the same. This nigga's actually whistling through the verse. Like I just don't get it. I don't get it. Right along.
Yeah.
Just real quick too, Crit was here. It's now on all streaming platforms. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yes, there you go, my man out here. He's putting in work. He threw a couple of bonus tracks and stuff on there that wasn't heard or wasn't on the original piece of work. I'm so happy that he has decided to put on there. This made me realize really that it's so many bodies of work that's not on streaming yet. You feel me? That, you know, these artists are being able to, if they're not willing to put out new work, put out their old work and get you real familiarized with them again for the new work that's coming along. So I just want to
Right.
make sure we let everybody know that they, you know what I mean, he's out here, he's working, he's out here doing things the right way too. I really have a lot of respect for Big Crit as producer and everything. All his bodies of work are just
Everything, yeah.
crazy. If you can hate on Crit, I don't know, man. If you can hate on Crit, don't talk to me, man. You could be like that.
You
All right,
need
all right.
Jesus, for real.
Yes. Again, speaking of people just putting out work and working, Flea Lord dropped Hand Me My Flowers
Right.
with, as well, this was exclusively produced by Buck Wild. You feel me? You know, that is crazy to me. Buck Wild is one of these people, he's been around for so long producing and stuff, and now he's being revitalized himself with doing a couple of projects and stuff. This right here is Flea Lord's 14th project in total. 4th project this year. A lot of things going on here. You
This
got a
man
chance
putting
to
out
listen to
albums like
this?
Master P. He putting out shit. He putting out work at a Master P No Limit rate right now. Like, that shit's crazy.
It's yeah. Like this year, he put out "Pray for the Evil," "Mandatory Respect," "Lucky 13," and now "Hand Me My Flowers." How
Yeah,
did how did you feel about "Hand Me My Flowers"?
I'm giving the man his flowers. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he's consistent. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I wish I guess I think I got caught off guard looking at my notes dead ass. And like I started writing his name in red, and I was about to write notes, but I'm listening and I got stuck in the songs. I didn't write no notes down. I'm telling you, like, from top to bottom, like, what are we doing? Like, what is, like, like, we really need to have like some kind of awards, like real awards for real music, like, because we got to give these people their accolades and their just due for what they're doing. Like,
Let's get it.
we're all about quality over quantity, but if you're producing high quantities at a high quality rate, like, bruh, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a different type of lane, it's a different type of respect. And I mean, I don't know who, like, I don't, he kind of, like, to be honest with me, Flea Lord came out of nowhere to me. Like, I didn't have any sightings on the radar about him. Like, you put me on the Flea Lord, like, you know what I mean? He was like, hey, yo, because you know, you know what I mean? You know what I listen to. So he's like, hey, yo, listen to this and let me know. And like, I've been stuck on him, man. It's just like, man, listen, y'all, this is one of them albums y'all gotta play, like, back and forth, like, 'cause I don't know how the fuck he does it, like, I don't know what the fuck they doing, but they, like, to put out this much work and, like, and quality, like him and Ito, like, come on, man, like, I don't know what's going on. They my MVPs this year so far, like, they going hard in the paint.
Oh yeah, but that's a fact. Just putting out solid bodies of work. I liked it that Flea Lord was on these Buck Wild beats. It got him, like, we're so used to hear him over, you know, Ito tracks, 38
Yeah,
tracks, this that. To hear him over these Buck Wild beats, just like you said, like you was sitting there to write notes, dog. I want to start writing notes. I start writing lyrics instead. As he was as he was rapping, I found
yeah,
myself just writing his lyrics, and I'm like, yo, where are you coming from with this? Breezing
yo,
on these tracks, breezing on these tracks. Plug Talk, that was just so that was so hard. Beethoven with a stick, 10 from the clip. Can't fuck with Flea, you feel me? Like, it's just, the list go on and on and on. So this was like a surprise. I found out about this album late too. Like, I found out
yeah,
about it late.
yeah,
So
yeah.
here we go again with these surprise things. But luckily, Flea Lord is on my list of artists just to check and see if they dropped. And I was so surprised to see a body of work there brand new. I was like, what? Like, this is so nice. So salute to the Flea Lord, what? You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
it's
because
crazy.
I mean, Jesus, 10 from the clip.
10 from the clip was crazy. He said on 10 from the clip, you was quiet in the trenches, nigga. You wouldn't even sneeze. I was like, sneeze once. Oh my God, it's crazy. He just always put out. I'm so like, I be
Yeah,
so thrilled to hear work from him. But all right. Let's get into, you know, the real deal nitty gritty of this week's most anticipated project, which was Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist, Alfredo. No, Jersey.
yeah.
How you feel about this?
Uh, I mean, I like it. I fuck with Gibbs hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't, I fuck with his music. We've had our run-ins with Gibbs over the years. I went, actually got to, try to sit, take pictures with him and all that shit. Um, it's dope. I fuck with, we fuck with Alchemist. Alchemist is different on the production. I was just talking to Mute about this. It's like, I kind of, it's just, I don't know. Like, I like it, but it's, certain producers really have certain styles. So, given when you work with that one album, one producer thing type shit, you know what I'm saying? You get certain vibes. But I mean, it's dope, but I don't know. I don't know. For some odd reason, now that I'm talking about it and you making me think about it, I'm looking at the list of songs. I'm like, I guess, it was all right, but I don't know. I think people might expect more, because it's Gibbs and he's coming off a bandana, like to come off a bandana and go into this, it's a little
Coming
different.
off, it's coming off a bandana. It's I actually really enjoyed this project for one or two reasons. First of all, this sounded a lot like Freddie to me. It sounded like Freddie. That's another Alchemist produced it. It sounded like
Yeah,
Freddie to me without currency, without that currency vibe on it. Even though there's a couple features on this album, it sounded a
right.
lot like this. But this actually made me go back and really think about Freddie Gibbs in the last 5 years. He's put
Mm-hmm.
out Pinata, Shadow of a Doubt, You Only Die Twice, the Freddie album, Fetty, like, and it's like just he. I want to ask you a question before we even get into track selections and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you call Freddie Gibbs mainstream? And if you don't call him mainstream, like what do we call that line in between mainstream and the underground? Like, because he's in this weird space where I consider him mainstream. I think he's like kind of like I don't want to say like an overly household name like somebody else, but like he's known. He's have headlines. Known.
He's still underground. I don't want to call him underground.
See,
He has, you can't call him underground, like, because he has mainstream appeal, but he hasn't crossed over. He has crossover ability, but he hasn't crossed over. You know what I mean? He's still to the roots. You know what I mean? He just gives gives you some insight to his into his personality with his IG. You know what I'm saying? His IG is funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you know Freddie Gibbs though, like, once you hear about him and you know what I mean, you see all the jokes and shit, but when you go back to his music, go all the way back. You know what I mean?
oh yes,
You know what I mean? Don't start like right here. I'm talking go back when he was fucking with like before the Jeezy shit, before the CTE shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you'll get a good feel of who he is. You get to understand it. He's dope. Like, he's just dope.
One
Like,
of the
period.
good projects to go back if you're really trying to get a feel for him is his Tonight Show collaboration with DJ Fresh too.
Yes. Fuck yes.
That's
That
one of
was
those. That's
fire.
one of those projects. Yes,
Fire as fuck. Yeah.
That's one of those.
Shout out
That's
to
one of
DJ
those.
Fresh. He be
Shout
on
out
some
to
shit.
Fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the most excellent producers that still does everything manually, and it's not, it's not computerized at all. It is really just him playing these beats and doing all the work himself. It's not no loops. It's not none. He's actually just doing this stuff for it, right. So always shout out to DJ Fresh, and also like he had enjoyed with currency and stuff like that. Which we had our LSCD currency challenge.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to everybody who participated in that. But couple tracks on here, you feel me? Couple big features on here too. First of all, Scotty Beam featuring Rick Ross. Scotty Beam featuring Rick Ross. Rick Ross was breezing on this track. It's like, I really want to say that Rick Ross is like, if you have a feature from him, like he just takes off on these features. I don't know. That was really, 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 really dope track, Scotty Beam. And then, he was talking greasy and stuff. He said he out there, he out there. He looking for a Scotty Beam in his life, which is funny to me because one of the run-ins I personally had with him that, got a little bit of attention and stuff was him siding with Joe Budden over the misogynistic qualities in hip hop against Scotty Beam on State of the Culture, where Freddie Gibbs personally told me to shut the fuck up. So I don't know going on and
That
stuff like
song
that.
has so much history. I was wondering if you was really going to say that, like if you was going to bring
Oh,
that up.
oh, most certainly, most
That's why
certainly.
I treaded over it lightly. Like we've had our
No,
run-ins
don't.
with Gibbs.
No,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. But you feel me? It's all good to see him come back later. Big up Shorty and stuff like that. And the
where
way when he's showing his admiration because he was really on some bullshit back then. It just shows growth. You feel me? He has
yeah,
some good stuff. That's good.
bro.
Um, Look One is on this chapter. I have a dope sample that's on there. Frank
Mm,
Lucas with Benny the Butcher. Man,
yes. Something to rap about. Like that was kind of Babies and Fools with Conway. Of course, I'm going for a Conway feature. You know, I'm down for it.
right. Look, all right. All right, we're gonna step back because you brought up something to rap about, right?
Okay, yeah,
I want to highlight and congratulate Tyler the Creator. We spoke about him earlier. He's on the track with Tierra Whack
yeah. ASAP Rocky
and
and them.
Yachty.
Yeah,
Right, right, right. But here, this is showing you two different lanes that he really could tap into. With Tyler Creator coming off his Grammy win from Iger,
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever have you, I really appreciate that he's putting that spotlight into these lesser known mainstream artists like a Freddie Gibbs. He was also on West Side Gun's project and stuff like that. So
yeah.
he's throwing his weight around in the right places and getting everybody, that little visibility.
Listen, and it was I heard that the people that I heard speak on this was actually De La Soul. De La Soul had a song,
Mm,
you know what I mean? I want to say it's Houdini, you know what I'm saying? And he was speaking on how the younger artists don't really rock with the older generation because they don't want to share Twitter followers. And that was hilarious.
mm,
So hilarious
that's
because that's
crazy.
real. So for Tyler to have his whole entire lane, and he doesn't say, he
You said,
says he doesn't make it. He has a whole different lane, you know what I'm saying?
mhm.
To take his lane and his fans to be like, hey yo, this is also what I'm into. So look at this. You might find something you like there, or you might find, yeah, that's salute like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
A lot of people talk shit about his antics. He's just a comedian. He has a lot of fun. You know what I mean? I don't really take it to heart or I don't look too deep in these celebrities' personal lives. So you know what I mean? He don't say nothing that's out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? He just out here spreading the wealth, honestly. So salute
He's
to
all
Tyler.
around talented guy. Like people forget that he had bona fide television shows where he is showing this comedic side, and he's this talented artist as well. You
For
feel me?
real.
He's like a young Donald Glover. Like I don't know, like it's like the same type of thing going on
He's
that he
the
could
hood
tap into
Donald
all
Glover.
these ways. Yeah, yeah. But I was really happy to see him on here and like just putting that light where it needs to be at and throwing that Grammy swag around is especially where it needs to be at right off of coming off of the Grammys. You also mentioned Babies and Fools, Conway. I know Conway had like previewed this on his IG. I was able to catch it when
Yeah,
he did that. I'll be
yeah.
peeping in on him and stuff like that.
He should
Good,
have kept that. He shouldn't have did that. But anyway.
but he did. One of the things I want to bring up with Conway, right? Because a lot of people like to say that he talks a lot about how he got shot and stuff. It's visible what happened to him and stuff like that. You feel me? You can look at him, you see something happen to him. He speaks about him getting shot a lot in these bars, and a lot of people like to dig into that fact. But guess what? Don't dig into that fact when 50 Cent did that his whole entire career and nobody don't speak on it. So you got a problem with his content speaking about something tragic that happens to him and it might get repetitive to you. Make sure you remember 50 Cent did the same thing and you was all for it.
He did a whole fucking movie. Even his movie got shot. This nigga 50 did a spoof of his own life and made a movie. And you know what I
That was,
mean?
he
Jesus
was
Christ.
starting it, right?
Yeah. And it
Nah.
playing himself and named it after his first album.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But that's why I just wanted to bring out some of this hypocrisy that be going on in hip hop. That y'all slander one person for doing something that y'all revered somebody else for doing. Like nobody says 50 spits about getting shot 9 times too much in his rhymes. It's not a conversation. But y'all will bring up the fact that Conway has this content too. It's something tragic he went through. At least he's being real, and that's something he made.
Yeah. Pain
So
in his
it's
music.
crazy.
That's what he's doing. He put pain in his music.
Right.
Another couple songs I fuck with though. God is Perfect. Look at Me.
Ooh.
And yeah, that's All Glass. All Glass.
Oh,
All
Glass
Glass.
was hard. That's a good way to close out an album. Skinny Suge too. Like he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
on the reason on
yeah.
Skinny Suge.
Well, I
I do
mean,
want to say
he
it's
can
more
rap
albums
though.
like that.
Yeah, he can rap. Like that's the thing. Freddie Gibbs can really fucking rap. Like he like not rap, but like he's an MC. Like he's been on tracks with Black Thought. Like he's went back and forth with Black Thought. You know what I mean? Like so, let's not even go there. Like, but yeah, this is definitely one. You know what I mean? Please, you know what I mean? Spin that. I think if they put out a wax for this, I'll get it. I will cop it. I ain't gonna
Oh
lie.
yeah, that's a definite. That's a definite. This is a
I'm really,
valid body of work.
yeah, I'm really feeling myself. I really I gotta, you know what I mean, go buy some wax. I gotta buy some wax. We're gonna have an episode. We're gonna talk about some wax in the
Oh
episode.
yeah, we could
You know
definitely
what I
do
mean?
that. We could
We
definitely
got
talk. We could definitely talk vinyl talk and stuff. I actually got somebody who I want to have that type of conversation with you around for. I'm doing things. You
okay,
see,
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
rubbing my hands like Birdman. You heard? I also do want to say on that track, God is perfect. Shout out to Mozzie because Freddie Gibbs out there, you know, blah blah blah, blah. And
See how, yeah.
gangland shit. So it's all good. Just overall dope body work. This has been the first week where and this week, even though we spoke about other albums that dropped last week, this week was highly impressed with the bodies of work that came out, and it
Mhm.
wasn't too many. It was only like, you know, three or four joints that dropped.
Yeah,
So
like for real, I think it was just good quality drops that's not highlighted like by like some other shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like you might have one single that's a lead that's good, but then you know what I mean? These are all have good consistent, they're not hit or miss. Like it's all
right,
consistent songs. It's like it's at
it's
least
all.
70, like they 80% of them. It's no filler. I like it. I'm happy with it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
What is it?
real condensed bodies of work that's real hard, like the best tracks that they put out. I do want to say too, stepping into next week, it's a couple of things coming out. I'm not gonna put y'all on right now. I'll put y'all on a little later in the week to everything that's coming on for the
Mm.
next week. But y'all about to see a big flood of music because this quarter of hip hop is about to close. We will be stepping into the third quarter of hip hop, and it's about to get real explosive. It's about to get real hot for the summer. I'm gonna let you guys know that straight up.
Wow, we ain't know.
So
Like, listen, it's about to get hot, but y'all motherfuckers that stay y'all ass in this house, listen, don't think, because I didn't address it, that quarantine is still in effect. Wash your hands, wash your ass, brush your teeth. I'm dead
salute.
serious. I just, I think I just saw like it's somewhere like people like 1,700 people still caught it. Like that shit's still going up.
Oh
People
yeah,
still they out here. Oh, they try and get like go to hairstylists, gave it to like 140 people. Like man, chill out, take it easy. It's all this music. Listen to it. I just don't know what's gonna happen, man. Like once this is all over, do you know how many concerts? It's gonna be like super duper huge concert tours. Like there's gonna be mad artists getting together and doing tours. Like you know what I
it's
mean?
gonna.
'Cause
That's something I was thinking about. It's gonna be these mega tours happening because they're not gonna be able to accommodate the space. Oh, they're not going to be able to accommodate the space for all of these stuff to make up for the concerts that already were supposed to happen,
yeah,
and then the things that's supposed to come up. Like, you know, if we get out of quarantine before this year is out, it's gonna be a lot of winter bangers going on. It's gonna be a lot of winter banging concerts going on. So you feel me? I hope everything does go like that. So you know we get some normality around, but you know just take it in proper stride and stuff. Don't make yourself sick that you won't make it to the next year, dog. That's what I'm
really
saying.
for
Like
real. Like I
don't go
love my
like that.
people. That's why we all talk on Apple. We all be on talking on Apple at this point. Like nah, technology got us held down. But
Oh yeah, most certainly.
I said what else we oh yeah, but that's it. Nah, it was a good week.
That's
It
it.
definitely
That's
was a
it.
good week.
Yeah, it's great.
Just shout out, we got some shit coming. We got some shit coming. We got some shit coming. So, you know,
It's all
I
good.
don't know what else to say.
So excited.
Shout out to the bro and shout out to Random Elbows. They actually was in the building for the filming. We appreciate y'all, you
Yes.
know what I
Thank
mean?
you guys.
My bro is definitely gonna be in quarantine for extra 30 days. That's my guy.
I'm following his steps. I'm following his footsteps.
What do I want to talk about? It's time. Only thing I can say is we got more shoe reviews coming. I'm trying to jump at these Travis Scott's. The Flint 13s come out. Hair Sixes, Animal Instinct 2.0s. Like it's mad shit coming. So stay tuned.
Watch out for
Yeah.
that. On the music tip too, just real quick, I had invited the timeline to pick the beat that is going to kick off the LSCD ciphers. Okay,
Mm,
right now I had put up their Euro Step, Inglorious Bastards, and the Shining. And
mm.
right now, your step is in the league. Your step is in the league to kick it
Niggas
off.
can't. Nigga,
But
listen. I'm gonna tell
can't
y'all
do
niggas
that
now.
wrong.
Don't pick up no beat that you can't rap over. Like, make it easy. Eurostep
Oh
is
no,
a
they don't
hard.
have a choice over this. Don't step into the challenge if you can't rap over this beat. That's what
It,
it is.
Jesus
This is
Christ.
top tier ciphers going on over here at LSCD. So with that being said, you feel me? Make sure you step your pen game up. Make sure you got your stuff in order because
That shit hard.
we are putting the brightest, dopest, hardest rappers we know from the timeline up to the challenge. Y'all better not come here and disappoint because, like, you already know me, Jersey ain't gonna hold back. So
Oh my God. Like
it's gonna be is what it is.
Eurostep is so fucking hard. That beat so hard. Like the shit, like,
So it's
and I
Glorious Bastards. Like, yo, just a couple of things. Like I said, I want to pick a joint off for a written testimony too. So I picked
mm,
the Shining or whatever. That's a little joint, but everybody is really gravitating towards Euro Step. So y'all better bring your breezes on here real
that
quick.
shit
Real
hard.
quick. All right. All right. Well, let's get out of here. You feel me? Thank you guys for tuning in as always.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter.
Y'all
Follow
know
us
what the
on
information is.
IG. Everything is at
Yeah.
the bottom. All the links to the albums that we suggest to be here in the album on the description below. Click the like, click subscribe. Word of mouth is better than anything. So let somebody know that you're dealing with
Tell a
us. You
friend to
feel me?
tell a friend to tell a friend and let their mama subscribe. So, you know what I mean? Holla at us.
Right? So we be seeing you guys around.